Hey folks, another good day here. Let's do the daily target on CSSBattle.dev. You'll note that I submitted a score so I wouldn't lose my streak. The streak isn't super important to me, but I didn't really look at the puzzle. And I see it is some purple stuff. And I see our background is plain white. 6Fs is plain white, which means I don't have to put a background on. So how do I do this shape? Can I do that with, how many shapes do I do that with? Ooh, that's really sort of curious, isn't it? I'm a little tired. Let's just do the normal thing. Let's just do the normal thing that we do and create this first element with this color. And I guess we just turn off that background. We probably need a border radius of some kind. Border radius of what? 20 pixels or something. And let's move the margins onto the body. And do we not need a body? Might not need a body selector at all. That's fine. That saves us some points. 60, 80, 130, 130, well, 40, 130, 40, 50. That could be right. And then a little less on the sides, 52, and then a little more border radius, 3, nope, 10, and then a little more height. How about 110? All right, so that's the first box. Well, okay, and then we've hit our first problem. Is I think I've chosen the wrong one to do. I probably wanted to do, if this is 3 elements, right? If this is 3 elements, then we want to start with the topmost one. In which case, so let's see the margin of the bottom one. So I'm just going to save this. I'm just going to save it because I'm going to use it again probably, or I'm going to use those numbers. So let's make it. Well, if that one's 110, let's just have the height be the same on each one. So 170. Okay, so let's march this up. 102, 92, 92 looks right. Love it. All right, so it's going to be 3 of these guys. And what's different is well, let's see what happens by default if I created another one. Ba, ba, and ba. We got 3 of them now. We'll variabilize the colors var C or that default. And then I'm going to put some way to differentiate the second and third. And like I usually do, I'll do a B. And that color is the second and slightly lighter purple. Right, yeah. And then C is the third and lightest purple. All right. And what if I do 0? How about a negative 40 minus 40 at the bottom, minus 100, 30. Can I get a number that works for each one? 20, 10. 30, 40. Hey, that looks pretty good. So that's stacked up with the colors. So now I think I need this to be a variable. The variable on the sides will be the var, and I'll call it M for margin, but it's a very specific margin. It's a margin on both sides. So I need semicolons and I need to set numbers for each one. And you see that it's already subverting those margins. So let's say 40. And then the final one is 52, right? Which we saw here. And I broke it. So see that comment? That star slash? That's breaking. I broke that value. Can't have that. All right, so this number is still bigger, isn't it? 60, 70, something like that. Oh, how about 72? Yeah, I like it. Let's submit and let's make sure we're 100%. If it is, then we're all done. Yeah. Super, super good. You know, you get the stack of cards. I think that there would be a way to do this with some box shadows if we did a little cleverness on some of them. The issue is that, I mean, obviously they're different sizes, right? So you would need to create probably a smaller one, probably one this size, and then overlap. So how would you do that? Yeah, I don't think there's any win there. There's not a particular efficiency. So let's minify and you replace. There's no units to replace. We don't have any pixel units. Well, we have one. We have the border radius, which probably we could do, you know, with a Q unit. Can we find a Q unit that'll work? You know, I think I've said I'm not a huge fan of doing that necessarily. Usually, I just end up regretting using Q units, unless I have the time to really. So that me in there. I'm wrong. It's fine. It's good. Let's see. Other things can we tune? Nah, that's good. That's the final answer. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you get to do fun stuff that you want to do. Be good to yourself. Be good to each other. And go make a web page. Go make a web page, please. The world needs web pages. All right. Good night. Bye. Later.